A Glossop entrepreneur has become Britain's youngest business author by announcing his first book. The digital direct mail strategy links with Oliver Luke's new business, Scribble Mail, which sends hand-addressed colourful envelopes with first-class stamps on businesses' behalf. The book teaches company owners how to use direct mail effectively in the digital age and is set to be released on Monday. High Peak Radio's David Heathcote chats to the 22-year-old to find out more.
Ollie, welcome to Dragon's Den. Sell me your great idea.
Okay, so I've just launched a new direct mail business, which is a form of marketing. So we send post out on businesses' behalf. Now there's hundreds and hundreds, possibly thousands of direct mail companies in the UK. But none of them will go to the effort of handwriting envelopes. Because you know what it's like if you receive a envelope through the post, no doubt when you get home tonight, you'll have a pile come through. Boring. But if you've got a bright red envelope, it's got a first-class stamp poking out and someone's handwritten your name and address, it piques your interest and you're really intrigued to open it. And no one really offers that in the UK, especially not genuinely handwritten. So that's kind of the service we're offering.
Clearly, you are an entrepreneur in the making. When did you first get that inkling that that was going to be your destiny?
Oh, it's a funny question. I don't really know where it's come from. They always want to be. I've always wanted to be self-employed, but I've never really understood where that's come from because I've got no one in my family who's self-employed. I had a few little sort of ventures when I was 14, 15, so buying wholesale stuff off eBay and then selling it. I did all sorts of little things. Most of it failed, but it was all very naive and very quite funny looking back. Selling stuff door to door, which was ridiculous, but that was probably where it began. It was just the kind of watching people in film, seeing them driving nice cars and everything. You kind of go, how hard can it be? And that's probably where it's all started.
I'm sure building your business hasn't gone smoothly. What were the mistakes you've made along the way?
Oh, the biggest mistake. I run a previous business to this, and the biggest mistake was always wanting to be the cheapest in the market. Because once you get in that battle, you're fighting to the bottom, trying to undercut everyone, and someone will always come cheaper. The quicker you can realise to charge more and be the premium in your market and offer a lot better service, because you've got that extra money to play with to offer the better service and experience. That's kind of the learning experience I've took.
Without giving away too many secrets, where do you see your career leading?
Ooh, well, I've got a big goal, and it kind of originated from when I was 14, 15, and that was always to be a millionaire by 25. I class a millionaire as £1 million of assets, so it's not too big of a goal. So I've kind of got it all lined up in goals month by month on what I need to do as I've worked it back from that age of 25. So I've got just less than 3 years now to get there.
How close are you?
I'm very far away at the moment, extremely far away. But if you don't have the big goal, you've got no chance of ever hitting it. So,
you've mentioned your age. I hope you won't mind me actually saying you are 22 years old.
Yes.
Do you encounter ageism in your business activity?
I never have. No, I've always I've never experienced it. I've got away with it, or I'm quite good at what I do, and people don't really mind. I suppose if I offer a good service and everyone respects me in that kind of way, it's never really going to come in.
Now you've distilled down your experiences into a book that you've written, so tell us about that.
I've wrote a book. It's essentially a marketing book, so it helps small business owners kind of work how to use online marketing to build kind of a funnel. It's what we call it in marketing terms. So as soon as you come in contact with any potential customer, you're constantly keeping in contact with them until you produce a sale. So it's how to do that, from driving online traffic to using direct mail. So it kind of covers off everything like that, and I've kind of put it all into a strategy and a system which, if you follow, it'll all kind of fall into place.
Who's the book aimed at? Is it your hungry 14-year-old?
No, not at all. It's aimed at any kind of small business owner, micro business owner up to a fair-sized business. If you want to kind of get more customers in, it's as simple as that, which most businesses do, because getting and keeping customers is kind of the fundamental to growing a business. It'll kind of cover off that and work out your online and offline marketing strategy.
It sounds to me as if there are some classic, simple, dumb things that people do that fails in marketing. Would I be right in that?
Yeah, definitely. The first one is probably people who it's just simple things like people put out marketing just with their logo and a phone number, and I expect, they're not a big brand. No one really cares who you are. You need to really relate to the customer and tell them quite clearly what you do. So just putting your logo really big on, say, a leaflet, for example, it's a big waste of time. That's a big kind of fail that most people make.
So tell us the details of your book.
Oh, it starts with me kind of just defining big misconceptions and kind of myths surrounding direct mail mainly, and then going to kind of describe the best form of marketing, which is called direct response marketing, rather than the original brand marketing that you see these big brands doing that will never work for your small plumbing shop in Glossop. And then we kind of go through online marketing, so driving traffic and looking after your customers, so keeping in regular contact with them, and how to automate it all, so it's all happening as it goes. At the moment, I'm sat here, I've probably got emails going out to potential customers, which has all been automated and I have no input in. And then it's turning it into a sale and using direct mail and where everything slots in. So that's kind of the basics of the book.
So there's a plumber's shop in Glossop who are already keen to buy your book. What's the title of the book and where do they get it
It's
from?
called The Digital Direct Mail Strategy. But what I am willing to do for High Peak listeners, it's a $14.99 book. But if you head to my website, which is www.scribblemail.co.uk/highpeak, I'll put it up there completely free for you. So you can have a free read of my book.